Now then, take a look at this house. It's in Bourneville in Birmingham, and I think you probably agree it looks, well, pretty ordinary really. But it was the beginning of a property empire for Samuel Leeds. At 27, he's become a multi-millionaire through investing in property. But recently, he was challenged on social media to leave his home in Lichfield and build his portfolio again.
If I haven't made any money in the next 7 days, I will be evicted from my hotel and be on the streets.
We just nibble on them for the week.
I've got £50 in my pocket for basic essentials. I've not eaten today at all.
It'll be in the bag.
But I need to start building my property portfolio again from scratch with nothing. Let's see what happens.
Well, he took the challenge, and Samuel joins me now. Good to have you with us, Samuel.
Great to be here.
This sounds quite interesting, but a little bit risky. You had £50, that was all,
Yep.
and a hotel room, and you had to then make money. So how did it go?
It went very well. It was very nerve-wracking, and the first 6 days I was genuinely thinking I might fail, but it all came together in the 11th hour.
How did it all come together? Because there was one day when you couldn't afford to buy any food, wasn't there?
Correct, yeah. So what I did was, with my knowledge, I found good property investments, and despite not being able to buy them myself, I then found through networking property investors, married the two together, charged a fee, and then used that money to begin.
Right, so it's very much about relationships.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's fair to say, Samuel, looking at some of this documentary that's available online, you rather enjoy making a deal. Let's just have a look at this.
You got a really good property, so congratulations for securing another great deal. And I'll drop you an email in the terms and conditions in the next sort of 20 minutes. I'm so pleased about that call because that means I have enough money in the bank to do the rent-to-rent deals. As soon as he pays it, I can pay for the rent-to-rent deals, which means I should be financially free tomorrow.
Right,
yeah!
Come on, be honest. Was that just for the camera, or did you really get a kick out of it?
I really got a kick out of it, and I was filmed like a fly on the wall just all the time.
So how did this all begin for you? I mean, we said it started with this rather, modest-looking place in Bourneville in Birmingham,
yeah. And
you were born in Wolverhampton, you're West Midlands through and through. So how did you build up this amazing property empire?
So I built my portfolio from scratch through going property networking. I didn't want to work for my dad forever, and I managed to agree for some of my family members to be my guarantor. And then as property prices went up, I refinanced and did it that way. And took me quite a few years, and slowly built my portfolio from scratch.
And you've added something new to it recently.
Yeah.
We covered it here on Midlands Today, actually, Ribsford House in Bewdley. It's an amazing looking property, just gorgeous, but it needs a little bit spending on it, doesn't it?
It does, 7 figures.
My word, how's it going?
It's going really well. We've got all the planning permission, we've got all the conservation officers to agree on the work, so work should be starting in the spring. And
what are your hopes for it?
Really to restore it. Yeah, the French soldiers used to train there, so we actually have been in touch with the French soldiers. They're going to come and visit. Charles de Gaulle used to visit regularly. Winston Churchill's been there, so just to bring it to its former glory is really satisfying.
And you clearly get a buzz out of it at the age of 27. You could retire, couldn't you?
Yeah. But I won't.
But you're not going to.
No.
Okay, fascinating stuff. Samuel Leeds, thanks very much. Good to have you with us.